Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? DNA and King James Kennedy.
To some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. On one sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. This side not able to get it done in their home opener, hoping for some better luck on the road here. Facing off with him, that is head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. His guys were winners in Week 1. You know they'd love to start the year with back-to-back dubs. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer on the call. Here's Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go on EA Sports. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player. Most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
QB keeps the second down option, continuing to move past the 45. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Looking this fullback now. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. From the red zone on first. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
17 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Mason takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Calvin Austin on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick instead of the other way around, I think we'd have seen that loss flip to a win as well. Clean slate this week. We'll see what he's done to address the showing from his last time out.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So first down from the 41. Dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
On second down, Warren. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Off the play fake, he'll throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on third down there with the set. The Steelers set to punt it. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this one's going to approach the 10, but looks like it's down right at the 13-yard line. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script the first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week.
Brings up second and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Second and 3 now. And send a receiver left. This is Mason on second down. Ran into it all that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's third down and 4.
Lamar now from the gun. And caught. He's got ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. We've set it down from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play fake with Jackson. Searching for somewhere to throw well behind the line. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Following having the near interception. This is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Jackson. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pull that in front further, 13-zip.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You have that middle field open or close. So that single high or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
Here's Luke for the point after. Bringing pressure in, it's blocked! The Steeler has it!
And that block's going to take a little bit of the sting away from giving up the touchdown. I'll tell you, that's exactly, if you're on that special teams unit, how you want to start this game. Playing hard, executing well, and putting a little seed of doubt and thought on the special teams unit on the other side.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. 1st and 10 from the 32. Start the drive with Warren. Having gained about a handful there. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Here's a throw. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 9. And the Steelers have a first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Warren running between the tackles. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people than on the scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
So first down from the 41. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Hits his running back. He's got it in the red zone. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The scoreboard reads 13-0. Back to the bank in just a moment. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here.
Let's go!
Warren has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
He gets it again. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Stopped at the line on 2nd. Need to fight forward 2 more yards here on 3rd and goal. Looking for a little Warren. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They maybe get a yard there. Still can't manage to run it in. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
Leading the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1. They'll throw for it. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for 1 more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers get it back to within 6.
Steelers 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. He fields it from the 8. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. This offense sent it back to the field, led by their receiver. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. First and 10 from the 32. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens go up by 12. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens bump the lead up to 13 points.
Steelers 7.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Dante Kent with a return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. They're going play action. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got first down here from the 36. There's a dive up the middle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Steelers have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
Short pass brought in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's going to wind up out of bounds a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, Brock. So they're going to be looking to make up some ground here on second down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Jackson's going to throw again. Throw over the middle, cut by Brown. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Luke knocks it through, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Kent on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
throwing it on second down. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. On third down, here's Johnson. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Here's the snap on fourth. He finds it beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ravens get him, down he goes. And that pushes him back, third down coming up. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're still facing fourth down. They'll bring out the punter here. And they could really use a good one here. He's hit before he can get anything on that return. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And this one doesn't go far.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play with a reliable source of yardage.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Running on the right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and 4 coming up now. Now it's Jackson. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. timeout to start this drive. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
At their 49-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Trying to throw this from the gun. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking in the air here. This finds Austin, complete. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our tour around the NFL starts now. At Mile High, the Broncos at home to take on the Falcons. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Cleveland Browns. And it's the former star at nearby Ohio State, Quinshawn Judkins. All he needs is a crease, and he finds it. That's a 7-yard rushing touchdown. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And it's the first-round draft pick, J.J. McCarthy. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
No doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. for Warren here to start the third. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Pass play now. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at a fourth down. He'll start from the 39. And it'll come to an end as they touch him down. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Lamar off to play fake. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10. Jackson loses the ball. But I think Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
At the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
First and 10.
And bring a tight end in motion right. Jackson keeping it himself. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Now Jackson. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Third and 4.
Jackson throwing here. It's his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Now we give it to Mason. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
And the Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mason. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Go to him again. And this time the defense rallies to him. He's stopped for a loss. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And it's incomplete on third and goal.
That That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oops, knocks it through. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Kent on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down. Ready up. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Warren once more. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
1st down, and they go right back to it. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When one defender fails, and his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, you make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Setting up to throw. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
First down. A gain of 11.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. In the red zone on 1st. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Warren here from the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Back on second and goal. He's got it. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on second and goal.
Here we go, set.
Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Here we go.
Third and long for him here. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you need to make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's fourth and goal. Desperation time here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Teddy Buchanan. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. It's an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge hit in return for that defense.
Offensive line. This is second and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. This one set up for Lamar. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
From the gun, Mason. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Lamar's going to keep this one. Oh, he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a third down.
6 makes it third and 4.
Changing it up here. Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Running right. Here's Mason. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Taken down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for third and 5.
Makes it third and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down. Tyler Luke after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown and field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Kent on the return. And This will give them some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. They're going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown. But still,
he runs it across. Touchdown. The Ravens making a 3-score game in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Kent on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Fryer meet there, bring it in. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They're going to try and throw it here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Ravens will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Mason gets it from the gun. This driver's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
Jackson keeping it himself. Yes, they say Steeler football. Oh boy, they were very lucky to get a chance to tackle him there. Even luckier that they forced that fumble on what was an incredible run.
Quarterbacks do a lot of ball ball security drills in the pocket. Spent a lot of practice time, but not out in the open field. Well, not until next week when that QB is going to get a little lesson on the practice field.
The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Back to work after throwing the pick. It's on the in route. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to throw now. It's a screen play to Ward. And he gets this forward to the 19. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll work against the blitz. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should be able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up.
And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Steelers 24.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens. And they're moments away now from celebrating a win. So what ends is a win for the Ravens. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.